A recording that many believe captured a real mythical creature. One of the most surprising pieces of evidence of extraterrestrial contact in recent times. So much so that it appeared on the news in almost every country, and even beings that should never have existed. Today, several minutes of amazing material await you, much of it submitted by you. So stay until the end, because the footage in the last positions will leave you screaming for help. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present real paranormal videos sent by my audience. Horror videos so paranormal that they will make you cry. Number 5. The video that you will see below was sent by Smart Says, a subscriber who tells us that while browsing the internet, he came across an extremely mysterious video. And to tell you the truth, it is. I've looked at it a couple of times, and in case it is not real, observe.
Meu Deus do céu, cuidado, Marcelo, cuidado! Rapaziada do céu, olha lá. Mano do céu, que merda é aquilo ali, mano? Que é isso aí, Marcelo? Olha lá, olha lá. Mano, cuidado, viado, ele tá tentando subir aí, louco! Você é louco? Viado, mano, faz alguma coisa, ele tá vindo pro meu rumo, louco! Meu Deus, olha lá. Olha lá, rapaziada. Que merda é aquilo ali, meu Deus? Olha lá. Nossa. Rapaziada, olha lá. Olha lá, olha lá. Olha lá subindo, meu Deus do céu. Tem que pegar, mano. Ô, que é isso aí, mano? Que é isso? Ô, tem que tomar cuidado com isso aí, velho. Ô, toma cuidado, velho. Que bagulho estranho que é esse aí, velho? Que é isso aí, mano? Que é isso aí?
At first, I thought it was a dog or a small animal. But when it stands on 2 legs to climb up and reach the other man on top, I realize that it is dressed, and that the creature also has legs, almost like those of a child. I thought about a child in a costume, but it would have to be a very small child, less than 5 years old. He would have to be very thin to have those legs, and for all of the above to be true, he would also have to be an excellent actor. Then I thought that perhaps it was a CGI, computer-generated image, but the movement of the camera and the different angles achieved in the video made me think that that creature was really there. What do you think? Could it be a child in a costume? Or could a real unknown creature be captured here? Number 4. Do you remember from our last compilation one of our subscribers who sent us a video of his practices for his future YouTube channel? In that video, we saw how Mark tried to give a mysterious touch to his exploration to see if the paranormal topic worked for him. That's how he entered a cemetery to record with a deep and mysterious voice. Because he didn't like how it turned out, he left and walked a few meters until he recorded 2 strange things with his camera. You should go see the original video that I will leave tagged here. In that recording, we showed 2 supposed ghosts, some kind of giant woman, and a strange ghostly entity that manifested itself on the side of a tree. Quite strange situations that, to say truthfully, left several of you confused, and me even more, now that they informed me by email that in the recording that I showed you that day, something else was captured. This is a small clip that Mark recorded just after leaving the cemetery. Watch the video and tell me if you notice the strangeness. Isn't that a woman? Or a girl? Notice how it hides behind the bench and then seems to be looking directly at the camera. It does not seem to be with the people sitting there. What do you think it is? Could it be that Mark faced a paranormal event? Can all of this be a coincidence? Leave your theories in the comment box. We recently touched on the topic of the sighting of a strange creature that is seen in the city of Miami that mobilized a large number of police officers. Do you remember it? Videos that you can review on this same channel. However, it is not the only striking case. Shortly before, another event with similar characteristics brutally shook the city of Las Vegas, and this time with apparent real videos of inexplicable creatures that fell from the sky. Don't believe me? Just sit back, because in the next few minutes, I will show you all the evidence there is. You see, it was in the wee hours of the morning when a young man, completely terrified, called 911 and told a story worthy of a science fiction movie. In the call, he claimed that some disturbing creatures, at least 10 meters high and with big eyes, were hidden in the patio of his house, something that was captured in the following recording.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside it, and it has big eyes and it's looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes.
Okay.
Like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're tiny eyes and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
They are not human. A story that, although it may sound far-fetched at first, was taken very seriously by the police. I repeat, the police. This is not one of those TikTok cases that try to present paranormal things and are nothing more than fakes. These guys is a completely real case where the police were involved, and also involved a judge who threatened the entire family saying that if this story was invented, they would go to prison. And yet they maintained their story. This case was so shocking that it made the news mainly because of the videos that were recorded. It was the body cam of one of the officers that captured the exact moment when a bright green light was seen descending until it hit the ground. Upon arriving at the scene, speaking with the neighbors, and inspecting the area, they didn't find anything. So without further investigation, the case was closed. However, a few days later, the eldest son of the family began to upload video evidence to TikTok of the moment they heard the noises and went with weapons to see what was happening. From this video, other internet users found strange things. Do you think this is a human face? A greenish and emotionless face that impacted the entire group. This would only be the starting point for a series of strange phenomena captured in this footage. This video started an entire hysteria to find more things. Some netizens noticed in these images details that caused complete fear in the community at what one of these users said they found.
Okay, so this is a very slowed down screen recording I took, and I know everybody is trying to find the aliens in front of these guys, but I noticed something insane, and I want everybody, my two friends who will watch this, to take a look down, pay attention to two areas. We're going to look down here on the bottom right behind their fence and right up there, but we're going to first start down here because I found something crazy. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to what I believe is the creepiest part of this video. And I'm going to point out two things you need to pay attention to right here, which is the head. And if you look really close, there's actually a shiny black eye. And what you will see in about a minute is a hand. That I believe is some creature, non-human, crouching down. And that was its eye I just pointed at. And I want you to pay attention to what appear to be fingers running up the fence, as if it's kneeling down or something and peering out. And then there you go. See, the believe is some creature, non-human, crouching down. And that was its eye I just pointed at. And I want you to pay attention to what appear to be fingers running up the fence, as if it's kneeling down or something and peering out. And then there you go. See the fingers? And I think I go back and forth a couple times here, but it looks to me like there's a little other or a big creature looking through the fence on the bottom there, crouched down. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but you tell me. And then there's his fingers going right up and down, up and down. Just looks like almost a human hand crawling up the fence. And at the very beginning, you see an eye. And I think right here I show you the fingers. This is my really poor attempt at drawing over the fingers, but you get it. So what's really interesting about this is it is happening next to them and kind of in front of them, but behind a fence. Yeah, the fingers are really crazy. So I think I'm going to show it one more time, and then I zoom out and I'll show you what even made me realize this was here. So okay, so see how many different times I was looking. So what I noticed was, if you look at the top right, look at the top right now, there's actually a shadow figure. It almost looks like it's a dense, shadowy figure comes into frame. If you're looking right, at the three fence posts, if you're looking at the top right of them, you're actually going to see something that looks like a shadow figure that has density, and it's only there for about a minute. And when it walks in the frame, I think I'm just going to highlight it right here. I was doing the best I could on my phone. I noticed there was movement below it, so I don't know if maybe whatever creature was projecting a shadow up above it or something. But see, there's the eye and the hands, but it also looks like there's another aspect to it, which is that shadow that you can clearly see walking. I know everybody's looking for the alien in front of them, but there's one hiding next to them.
Practically centimeters away from them, a strange presence seems to be located immediately behind the fence. A being with a large skull and strange hands that move quickly when the subjects enter the patio. Do you notice it? Some thought that it could be the shadow of the boys, but that hypothesis was quickly discarded when they noticed that their shadow was projected towards the other place. Another inexplicable discovery found by them was that strange shadow that can be seen at the top. Some say that it is the shadow of the same creature, while others speak of a being with completely different features, as if being of a different race that tried to remain hidden in this area. It is one thing to have a paranormal story that right off the bat is not taken very seriously, but it is quite another to tell it and have proof of it. The emergency call, the officer involved, but above all, this shocking evidence that has left no one who's seen these images indifferent. Look, in fact, they seem to be beings of different shapes and heights. All this news has generated great impact not only for those beings captured on camera, but also for the reaction of these people who quickly back away, thereby demonstrating that this incident was 100% real. More so if we add that within days, the young man who made the call publishes a new recording of the place, this time during the day, where he discovers inexplicable marks on the ground. Despite the evidence, until now, there has been no news regarding this case, leaving it in a thick nebula, which for some reason no one wants to clarify. An incident that is worth investigating further. Number 2. Without a doubt, one of the most recognized figures on the planet is Ronald McDonald, the iconic clown of the fast food chain that everyone wants to photograph. However, in an Asian country, there is one in particular that instead of joy, causes intrigue and some fear. The email I received commented that this figure of Ronald McDonald generated a strange aura, which is why no one approached it. However, these guys wanted to record a prank video, and despite all the legends, they went to bother it anyway. Look at the result. What would you have done if it had happened to you? Talking truthfully, the video is too good to be real. However, it has been shared so much on TikTok, and the comments saying that it has caused real terror is the reason why I wanted to integrate it. Tell me, did it scare you? How about this one, along with this other one that we had already shown in previous episodes? They certainly attracted attention at the time. Do you agree with me? Comment below. Number 1. By common sense, one thinks that to find paranormal situations, you should always go to places such as hospitals, cemeteries, or abandoned compounds. However, and very contrary to that, those manifestations can be present anywhere and at the least expected moment. Like, for example, a car wash. Observe. How would you react if something like this appeared in front of you? A pale face whose features do not seem to have definition. Could it be a montage? If so, it is very well made, especially due to the lighting effect on the face caused by the huge brushes that clean the vehicle. Real or fake? As always, you are the judge. Tell me what you think about this and the previous cases, since this video has come to its end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret